Hey guys, what is up everyone? Today I have another tutorial for you. Today we are looking at how to unlock a BitLocker encrypted hard drive or USB drive on Linux. If you searched for this video, you probably already have a purpose to use your USB drive or an encryption on your USB drive. But for those who don't, I want to give a short example what would be a use for that. So if you are like me and you use a couple of different operating systems as your daily drivers like Windows and Linux, and you use a password database to store your passwords, specifically if this password database is on a USB drive, you probably want to have this USB drive encrypted, and you probably want to use this USB drive on Windows and on Linux. I did a little bit of research beforehand to find the easiest solution for that problem, and the easiest solution really was using BitLocker. There are existing some Linux tools where you can encrypt a drive on Linux, but then you cannot open it on Windows. And there are a couple of encryption tools that work on Windows but don't work on Linux. The easiest way to do that is simply BitLocker. So if you don't have a BitLocker encrypted drive yet, just simply plug in your USB drive in your computer, right click it and turn on BitLocker. It takes a couple of seconds. Then you click use a password to unlock the drive, and it has a minimum password requirement. I don't exactly know which that is. It's written here, but there's I think nothing written about the length, so I just go for something secure. Alright, next. And I highly recommend you save this recovery key to a safe location that you have access to, because if you lose your password and if you lose those recovery key, you can throw your USB drive away. I'm just gonna save it where I'm gonna save it, wherever. Just save it right here. So what the hell is this? I'm gonna save it on the desktop. Click next. Select encrypt, use disk space only if it's a new drive, and select encrypt entire drive if it's already a drive with a lot of files on them and stuff like that. So it's self-explanatory. And choose compatible mode. That's what I usually use. And it's for removable drives, because you probably are using a removable drive for that. And click on start encrypting. This should go quite fast, yeah, because the drive is empty. Alright, then we have a file on here which is called our secret. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to unlock this drive on Linux. For this demonstration I'm gonna use Linux Mint. The steps work on all Debian based distributions, so whatever you use, Ubuntu, it will work there. I'm not sure about some other distributions which are not Debian based. If it works the same way, I don't know, you have to try it. But the first thing we are going to do is, of course, because we use a virtual box, we are going to choose devices, USB, and connect the USB drive to our Linux. And we will see the volume there, but we will just see this encryption gibberish here. So the drive is basically useless at this state. So first things first, we need a tool called BitLocker to unlock the drive. So we are going to install it first. Click on your terminal or open your terminal window and type sudo apt-get update tag y to make sure you are or you will be on the latest version. Then do sudo apt-get install BitLocker. It's in the default software repository. I already installed it before. Clear the screen. Then sudo make-dir /media /BitLocker. Then we are going to check out which hard disk, or basically which drive letter our USB drive has. That's what we can do with sudo fdisk tag l. And now if you know how big your USB drive is, you can find it pretty quick. Mine is 16 gigabytes, so it will be this one. And we need the device description, which is SDB1 in here. It can be different for you, but this is the number or the the description that you need. So remember that. Then we are going to do the next step, which is actually already unlocking our drive. So we do sudo BitLocker. I'm gonna unlock it in read only because I just want to access my database, but I don't want to write anything, or I don't want anyone else to write anything on my drive while it's plugged in the computer. So I do tag R. If you don't want to have it read and you want to have it write also, so read write, then just leave the tag R out and you should be able to write. Then we do tag V, def SDB1, which is our drive. Then tag U to get prompted for our password, or if you want to, you can type your password like this. I just leave it to get prompted. Tag media BitLocker. Enter the password of your disk encryption, like your BitLocker password. And then we have the drive unlocked and we see another volume pop up here, but we are not there yet. Now we need to mount our drive, which we are going to do with sudo mount tag. Again, R if you want read only, which I do. Tag O loop media BitLocker BitLocker tag file media /mount. I think we missed one step to create the directory, so let's quickly do that. Sudo make dir media mount and then press the up arrow twice to run the command again. And look at this. There is our unlocked BitLocker encrypted drive, and we can open our secret file or whatever, and you can see here that it's read only. So if you would have your database or any files there that you need access, you can read but you cannot write. I'll prefer that because it's a bit more secure, and if you want to write on it, you know how to do it now with leaving the tag R option out. So now every time you unplug your USB drive from your system again, of course you would have to go through this procedure again, except creating the directories. So there is one thing what we can do. We can create a little bash script which allows us to do this with just running one command in the future. So let's go ahead and open a terminal again. If the previous steps were enough for you and it's fine, you want to go through the steps, you can just stop the video here. But if you want to create the script, which makes it much easier in the future, then stick around. It's really quick to do. So let's create the file first. Sudo gedit user local bin. And this is the directory or the path where all the scripts lie or should lie, that you can access them system-wide. Because if you just put it in a different folder, you would always need to navigate to the folder first, and then you would be able to run the script. If you put it in this folder, you will be able to run the script from everywhere on the system. You will see in a second. Let's call it unlock.sh. Sudo password again. Oh, I probably don't have gedit. Sudo apt-get gedit. Sudo apt-get install gedit. Sorry, it's a bit late. Alright, almost there. I like gedit to edit config files, so do again sudo gedit user local bin unlock.sh, and then I will paste this in the description below, so you can copy and paste it. This is my script. That's basically the same commands what we just entered before, and press Ctrl S to save the file. Alright, then we still need to make the file executable, so sudo chmod +x user bin unlock.s user local bin unlock sh. Alright, Right, so let's make a test. I just rebooted the machine to get a fresh state, so you can see that we have the drive locked again. And one more thing, what you need to keep in mind is the script we just copy and pasted. Make sure you adjust the volume label to your own, because then otherwise it will not work. And also to plug in the USB drive, if possible, into the same slot at all times, because if it stops working, it might be possible that the drive label changed, so that would prevent the script from working. Alright, so let's run the script. And we can run it just from the main directory, the root directory, or the home directory, because we put it in the user local bin path, so that it will be available system-wide. Then we need to enter the BitLocker password, and after a second, our drive is here again and usable. So that means next time you unplug it or you restart, just hit up a terminal, type sudo unlock sh, and your drive will be unlocked very quickly. You could also put a can create a shortcut on your desktop, or create some other like a keyboard shortcut to run this quicker, but this should give you a good idea on how that works. So this concludes this tutorial. If you liked that video, as always, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and hit the little notification bell that you get informed about new tutorials. See you in the next one.